All right, we're going first, which means we get to evolve first from Zubat into Crobat if we want. And if we're able to get an Arceus and a Crobat with rare candy in hand right now, technically we could kill the Charmander before he gets a chance to evolve, which would be very punishing in my opinion. So let's Professor's Research here. We got another Zubat, so I can put down both Zubats. It's okay. I can put down the Eevee, which is also okay, and then I'll just red card. So I think it's impossible to find an Arceus and a Crobat now at this stage. The only way is if we end up getting, say, a Professor's Research, and we Professor's Research into Arceus and Crobat, then we can make magic happen. Other than that, we're just kind of chilling. We're waiting for now. They got their Eevee, Sylveon, another Charmander. They can't evolve this turn, so Combustion is all they can do. We found our Arceus. But alas, it doesn't matter. I'll just go damage on Arceus. Umbreon in the back, thinner hand. And we'll end turn. But no X speeds in the deck, no Leafs. We're hoping for a Zubat evolve to actually retreat. There goes their Sylveon. Don't tell me with... There's no way. Double Professor's Research and a Sylveon, they still can't find their Charmander with rare candy. I feel for them. I feel bad because we got our Crobat. And we're doing 30 damage. And I'm swinging in for the 50 because they can't attack me without their... They probably got rid of Charmeleon, first of all. They're running pure fire energy, second of all. And their Sylveon is quite useless and can't do anything. So we're going to take this 1 energy, 80 damage per turn guaranteed, especially with a Cyrus in hand if they wanted Sylveon to try and be a tank. This is looking good. Oh, this is very strong. It sucks that Umbreon's not doing anything. I feel like their best move is retreat into the Eevee, so I don't hit the EX, and I don't kill their... Wow, okay. Suit yourself, I suppose. Arceus. Boom. And Darkness Fang. Now all we gotta do is wait 1 more turn. Arceus can swing in Cyrus, and we win. Not bad for game 1. Umbreon did literally nothing, sadly. And funny enough, Umbreon attacking the front and Crobat being in the back to using Cunning Link. Crobat still does more damage than Umbreon anyways, because it's doing 50 on the Darkness Fang. I guess the difference is Crobat can stay safe, whereas Umbreon can make it so if they are using just a basic Pokemon, they can't attack again. But I'm starting to wonder if Sylveon is just better in this deck than Umbreon, because Umbreon did nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and just Cyrus immediately, just so they know what's going on. Even if we didn't have Cyrus here, let's be honest, we're doing 80 damage to the Charizard, and then we're doing an additional 130 after the fact. 20, 40, 60, 130, because of all of our bench Pokemon. Alright, we're going second. I think against another Charmander. Charmander Sylveon decks are very popular, it seems. Good news is we're going second, so we get energy advantage. Bad news is they're going first, so they get evolution advantage. And if they evolve and start stoking, I think that's basically it. GG. I think we're technically cooked. Oh, Charmander, Incineroar. They could technically brick then. They're running double evolutions here. So let's go double Eevee. Just because if they try to Sabrina this turn, we still get a chance to actually attack with Umbreon. Speaking of brick, I think they are bricking. I could have Ilima'd this turn, funny enough. Alright, Arceus is down. Zubat is down. Energy on Arceus. Let's evolve the front. Evolve the back. And we're going to swing in with Dark Binding. Part of me feels like I should have Ilima'd this turn, but that was a good Professor's research to get energy going on Arceus immediately. Charmander can't attack anymore, so he has to evolve and Stoke. I mean, when I said evolve, I didn't mean evolve into Charmeleon. Because he doesn't even have the energy now. Another Arceus. We'll just double up on Arceus here, I think. And Dark Binding. So now Arceus is guaranteed ready to go. It does suck that we're taking 10 every single turn. They finally found their Charizard, but at what cost? Their Charizard, even with the Lily this turn, is still going to go down to an Arceus, no? And they don't even have Incineroar built on the back yet. We got the Crobat. Yeah, there's no way Lily can stop this. Hit him for that. Energy on Arceus. Dark Binding, just swing in. So we're all set up on Arceus here. And we have another Arceus in the back. So once they do finally kill Umbreon in the front, we can start building another one. And once we kill the Charizard, if they did do damage to this Arceus in the front somehow with like an Incineroar, Rare Candy, then we're able to Ilima and bring it back if they burn us. So overall, I think we're looking good right now. I think Umbreon did do a little bit of work being able to swing in and attack while our Crobats are protected. Or Crobat, rather. Singular. Alright, so we're keeping just one Crobat. And I'm going to go with the plan of another Arceus that we can build. Because we can always Ilima the front. Cunning Link. Hits the Charizard. And 130 finishes the Charizard. They've used double Lily, which means that even if they do have an Arceus or an Incineroar, it's not going to be able to live for long. And the most damage it's doing is what? 140 when it does have damage on it. I guess technically more with Howl. Oh, no Ilima for us, but we'll see if Iono helps them out. They drew. Oh, we got Iono. Or we got Ilima. Did they find Rare Candy? Incineroar? 2 cards out of 4? Long pause, I'm assuming. No, yeah. I don't know why they try to build 2 different type of win conditions here with Charizard and Incineroar. Usually just one Pokemon is good enough. I don't think you need 2 of them, because then you're going to end up bricking. Okay, we're going first. We got Rare Candy, Crobat, and Umbreon. 3 good cards. All we're missing is just one more Eevee on the back, just so we can be protected from a Sabrina. One more Eevee that we can put down right now, or just a Zubat. I'll take that as well. Professor's research could technically help us. We need a Pokeball, Eevee, or a Zubat. Zubat it is. Nice. So now we get the guaranteed evolution. Guaranteed 70 damage next turn. They can't evolve off of Eevee, and if they go to Oricorio, it's just dead. Perfect lethal, right? Professor's research means they can't Mars, but they can still red card if they have it. Waiting on the opponent. The first energy is always the most important thing, right? You're always wondering where that first energy is going to go. But I guess they don't want to give up the opportunity to draw because I think they're bricking on their hand at the moment. Unfortunate for them, but fortunate for us. Energy, rare candy. I think they know what's about to happen. Cunning Link, 30 damage. Umbreon, 40 damage. Now, sadly, we can't one-shot Oricorio anymore because they giant caped. But they can't one-shot us. And they can't even attack us because they have no energy anymore. So they're not in a good spot. Definitely not. Another Ori. Oh, they're definitely not in a good spot because Crobat can come clean up. We don't need Arceus here. So if they're not finding their Greninjas or their Garatinas, I think it's done. Let's go ahead and mark this guy. Energy on Arceus. Swing in with Dark Binding. They get their second energy. They get to attack for 50, but Crobat can just clean up. And then we just swing in on the other Oricorio for 40 damage. Oh, wait, they can't even swing in. Never mind. Umbreon. If the defending Pokemon is a basic, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. So even if they double up and put second energy on Oricorio, they cannot attack. They're technically screwed. Okay, they decided to retreat, which I don't think was the smartest play. Yeah, I don't know what their play is right now. I think I just let them keep the Oricorio in. I don't even think I want a Sabrina. I'm just going to go ahead and kill it. It's the one that has the energy, right? Kill everything that has energy on it. Dark Bindings. Perfect lethal. They lose all energy yet again. They can't even attack with Greninja because they need water energy, but they're generating lightning. So the most they can do is do 20 damage, then Cyrus. One of my Pokemon. If they Cyrus Crobat, I get a free retreat. If they Cyrus Arceus, I mean, I can just swap off Arceus over to my Umbreon again. They don't really have any options right now, okay? They're probably playing through every scenario in their head on how they can possibly win this match, but I think it's done. I think the match is over. They're going to Water Shuriken the Crobat. That's it? Okay. Sabrina. We have a Cyrus in the deck too, so Sabrina or Cyrus gets us the win here, but again, they're only doing 60 damage. They can't really do much. Even if they Cyrus next turn, they still can't kill the Crobat. It lives at 10. Nice. This deck is kind of good. This might be Umbreon's deck. We might have found Umbreon's deck here. All right, we're going first. I'm going to put down I'm going to hold on to the Arceus, actually. I know we're going first, and Arceus and double Pokeball. No way they can Sabrina into the Arceus, but we could technically draw our gold Arceus, which is what we want. Doesn't change anything, but gold Arceus is a gold Arceus, no? So let's go ahead and Pokeball. Finding a Zubat would be good. Yeah, finding a Zubat out of this would be good. 50% chance, or 66% chance, I think. Because it was a 33% chance it was going to be the gold Arceus. Alright, let's Professors. Ooh, nice. We found the Zubat. Perfect. And we got the Arceus. I think I just put the other Eevee down as well. In our hand, and we're good to go. Because now if they Sabrina, I can just go into the other Eevee, and I'm still drawing cards if I want. Or I can evolve into an Umbreon and attack. Versus if they Sabrina and I go Crobat or Zubat, I would need to top deck a rare candy. So at least we can make some moves here, right? The good news about Umbreon versus Giratina, Giratina is a basic Pokemon. You will not be able to attack Umbreon at all. So he's going to need some other kind of win condition here. Because Umbreon is here, and we are ready to start swinging in, man. Dark Binding and the Dark Weakness. 60 per turn, and Giratina is not able to attack, even if it could. They're going to have to make some moves really quick. So Umbreon, funny enough, is a good counter to this Giratina deck. If they have Giratina, not even in the active spot, doesn't necessarily need to be. If Giratina was the final standing Pokemon and you had an Umbreon, that Giratina just can't attack after you attack it. Definitely puts them in a checkmate position. So I think they're going to just swing in with Greninja. This is the play, right? They want a Greninja next turn. And sadly, a Sabrina doesn't do us anything. So I think we have to Energy Arceus to try and build up the Arceus. Let them lose that energy. So they're going to lose... Yeah. So they're going to lose one Psychic, one Water, which means they'll never be able to attack with Giratina ever again. Hopefully. That is what I want to say. Right? I can Cyrus the Giratina anytime in the future. So we'll just let them swap, lose one Psychic, one Water, go to the Greninja, and then Water Shuriken Mist Slash to get perfect lethal on us. They're not going to be able to Broken Space Bellow because they want to attack, and the next energy they're ramping up is going to be Water Energy. So we can put Arceus in with double energy, I think. I kind of want to get greedy and go Arceus double energy. I'm not going to lie. Because I don't believe that I'm going to be able to top deck a rare candy. Ah, we top decked it. Woe is me, right? Woe is definitely me. Now, funny enough, I can do two birds, one stone here. Sabrina to hit the Giratina again. Because now it's going to have to lose even more energy to get out of the active spot. Right? And then we just end turn. And then once it puts water energy and loses that energy, I can Cyrus and then Crobat it again. And then we have Arceus to clean up 130. Greninja dies. They've already used a giant cape. And we get to win on the next turn. Versus I just let Greninja hit me this turn for 80 damage on Arceus. I think this is a better play. Oh, they're choosing just to get rid of the Giratina. Really? They're opting that the Giratina is going to just die, right? Yeah, I think they did the math and realized Crobat kills and Arceus kills. This is a very devastating deck, man. Umbreon with Arceus, let's go. We're going second. I think Zubat in the front is probably the best. We'll go Arceus in the back. All we have to do is survive one single turn and pray that they don't Sabrina. As long as they don't Sabrina this turn, we're good. All right, nice. So now we can Pokeball, put some stuff down. We got Eevee, which we definitely want because we have Umbreon in hand. And I'm hoping this is another Zubat. Nice, double Zubat. We'll take it. I will just go ahead and swing in. I know I should be building the Arceus, but look, he didn't put anything down. We get 40 damage. If he somehow bricks, then we'll take a free win. You know? Why not? We still kill. So he's got to swap and lose energy. And we can Cyrus and kill. So energy, swap, and then I Cyrus and he loses all energy. And we're still up on energy. Yeah, here we go. The Zubat, man, with all these psychic decks running around. Oh yeah, we'll definitely take it. Let's go ahead and just Cyrus immediately just so he knows what's up. What's happening, what's going on. Let's Umbreon. energy on that, and bite. So now even if he has Sylveon EX and wants to evolve, he can't attack the next turn. Right? He can't attack. I think the player rage quit. Every single deck is getting Sylveon. Decks that you didn't even think needed Sylveon is getting Sylveon. Like, whenever I play Shining Revelry Charizard, 15 trainer, with the Stoke Charizard, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, with the Pokemon Common and Iono, I've never bricked. I'm always stoking on curve. It's simple. But now people are running Sylveon with Stoke Charizard, which is crazy. Because I guess it keeps your Stoke Charizard out of the danger zone. They don't have to worry about getting hit in the front line, so it's technically acting as a shield and card draw. Best of both worlds. Like, I didn't even think that Charizard deck needed it, but we're running Sylveon with Charizard. They're running Solgaleo Sylveon when we already have Solgaleo Shiinotic. We got Gengar trying to make a comeback now from Genetic Apex. Crazy, man. Sylveon is literally in every single deck. Sylveon is just a lot better when you can make decks that are psychic based as well, because then Sylveon also has an option to attack if you want, versus being in other kind of decks like a Solgaleo, and Sylveon can quite literally never attack unless you want to run dual energy, which would kind of suck. All right, so sad news is I think the opponent just decided to rage quit. Yeah, because of the Cyrus that we used to bring back that Haunter. Unfortunately for them, but fortunate for us. We'll take another one. All right, so this is the Umbreon Crobat Arceus deck. I've only tried 2 different Umbreon decks, but this is the one that felt nice to me compared to running Umbreon with Darkrai, for example, with Nihilego and Poison Barb. This one's running double Eevee, double Umbreon, double Zubat, double Crobat, no stage 1, but we're running Rare Candy. I might run into inconsistencies because not the stage 1, but we had a lot of good games, surprisingly. We're running 2 Arceus, 2 Pokeball, and 2 Professor's Research. Cyrus Sabrina combo as usual, good utility. And now this is where you can actually change up some stuff. Ilima, I don't think I had a single game out of all the games I've played where I used Ilima. I had Ilima in the deck just in case we start with Arceus in the front and they absorb damage on him while I build up a back Arceus or something, and then I can Ilima the front. We're good, healthy, they can't Cyrus us again, they don't get a +2 and we're good to go. That scenario never played out, never happened, so you could take out Ilima for a Dawn if you want. If you're attacking with Crobat in the front, you could technically retreat for free, Dawn the energy from Crobat to Arceus to get an early swing in and surprise the opponent. You could also swap out Ilima for a Leaf if you want, if you just want to Leaf off of Arceus. But ideally, you really want to just have Zubat and Umbreon on the front. Those are your main damage dealers and your your early game aggressors, rather. So optionally, you could take Ilima out and then just throw in another Giant Cape, because Giant Cape is the big card in the deck. You're staying alive against many Pokemon out there like Incineroar doing 140 damage, Solgaleo with red doing 140 damage with red, a Rampardos when you're weak to fighting and Rampardos doing 150 damage to you. Giant Cape puts you up to 160, so you live with 10 HP. You live against a Charizard Shining Revelry that does 150 damage, and you'll live at 10 HP. There's a lot of Pokemon out there where Giant Cape is going to be viable, so yes, I do think that swapping out an Ilima for another Giant Cape and going 2 Giant Capes just for that maximum use of trying to find it would be good. And plus, if you have double Giant Cape, you can Giant Cape your Umbreon in the front, and you'll survive a Silvally attack. And you can also put the second Giant Cape on Arceus, but it's more so for consistency on pulling the Giant Cape, so it's not at the very bottom of your deck. I really don't think Umbreon is the greatest Pokemon card out of all the evolutions that we've gotten with this expansion. They definitely need an EX version to bring it back, but for now, this is what felt like it worked for me against the current meta that we're currently facing.